Hola, ¿cómo está? That's about my Spanish sorted. I wanted to come out here and show you a bit more of the city that I live in. It's kind of hard to showcase a lot of it because I just haven't travelled about that much. But I mean, what is clear to see really when you walk around the place is that there is some beautiful architecture, some not so good. It is a complete and utter new and old fight for building space within it. Just thought I'd stop the tour of Santiago for a second, take a break at a cafe and speak to you about a couple of subjects. Doing 1% better in your life every single day. Now it's something that I think we may have all heard, seen quoted, or maybe heard some entrepreneur talk about this thing. I drew my personal inspiration from a guy called Ross Cooney. He's a guy based out at the Helm studio in Doncaster, where from my hometown, a co-working space, but he's a former armed forces guy. He's very much into setting that personal mindset right, and his go-to thing is really doing that 1% extra. The problem that we have is we set ourselves absolutely ginormous goals in life. Sometimes we put a little bit too much pressure on ourselves and to complete these big tasks. I knew to get out to Chile, although it was a big goal for me, there were loads of little steps that I could take to get here, and loads of little steps that I completed. Some of those little steps were big steps as well. But it is about breaking your life down like that. And this can be in your personal life and in your business life. It could be staying that extra hour, you're making that extra sales call, doing that extra piece of content for social media. Maybe it's to respond to more, to more clients and customers. And it's you don't have to really go to town every single day on improving yourself. You can do this gradually over time as long as you are doing something to improve yourself. But there's so many little things that we can do, and it's after watching and listening to Ross's stuff, it's something that I'm certainly going to do a lot more moving forward. Me personally, I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself for things. I like to do things, and I like to do things well. So yeah, when you're putting that pressure on yourself for big things, sometimes you can get a bit stressed with situations. Sometimes the actual work that you produce might not be as good as it could have done if you'd just taken that step, or instead of doing it all at once, if you'd have done a little bit at a time. So yeah, whatever it is that you need to improve in your life, then just try being that 1% extra. And check out Ross Cooney on Instagram. I'll put his link here. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about, just stopped again in this lovely little area here, is human kindness. And I know it's a bit of an airy-fairy subject because it should be one of those almost naturally installed things, but it's not. And you see it in day-to-day life, and it pisses me off. I see people on social media and they almost play the bad guy because they want to be a knob, because they think it's funny. But it's just not my type of person, and I can never sort of stress the value of human kindness. And I know we talk about the associations with mental health and stuff. It's such a big topic, especially within men at the moment. But the ripple that human kindness can have, I've experienced that myself with the lead up to coming to Chile, and the kindness that people have shown me on this journey has been incredible. The opportunities that have been presented to me and that have got me to this very place, and without that natural kindness, I don't think I would have got it in that kindness from other people. And like I said, the ripple that it can cause, you just never know what's going through somebody's mind. You know, the strength of a smile, the strength of laughter, the strength of, you know, helping somebody else, helping somebody out. And as dramatic and as drastic as this may sound, you know, you helping out that one person that day could save somebody's life. And you know, around Christmas time as well, especially, it feels weird in saying Christmas in this, but check out Christmas tree. But yeah, Christmas, it can be quite a lonely time for a lot of people. You know, although I've not got my blood family here in Chile, you know, I know they're back home. It's the first Christmas that I'm not spending with them, but I've got a new family here, and I'm very fortunate to have that around me. And you know, some people don't have that. So, you know, if you get the opportunity to be kind to somebody, to help somebody out, it can be something as little as, you know, opening a door, opening somebody, helping them with the shopping. If you see somebody crying, go and see what's up. If you see somebody struggling at work, you know, don't bring them down. Ask how you can help them, or what's going to make their job, you know, a little bit easier, or ask what they need to have the tools and confidence to be able to do that job well. You know, we all make mistakes, and sometimes somebody just needs to show that value of human kindness to you to make a big difference. And again, it's along with that 1% what I spoke about earlier, it's just something that should be very important. First week here, a bloke just round the corner from my house was pushing his car. He jumped in the car, and then I pushed it from the back, and we gave it a jump start. I could have just helped him steal that car, but you know, I could have also got him to work and stopped him from being fired. It's that sort of, you know, glass half full, glass half empty situation you've got to kind of think about. My second one was helping a guy with his food truck. Got it stuck on some gravel, so I was just walking past with Fran, and you could tell he needed a bit of help. He offered me some free fries, and he gave me a thank you, but I know it helped him. It made me feel better about myself, and I potentially got a free snack next time I go. These are just little situations, but something else happened to us, myself and Fran as well, while we're here. We were walking Fran's dogs, and we had to go past the supermarket because it was a really hot day, so we wanted to go and pick up some water. And when Fran was inside picking up some supplies, there was another dog on the other side of the road, and it would not stop staring at me, and it was looking me right in the eyes. It felt like it was looking into my soul, is what it felt like. When Fran came out with the water, and she gave her dog some, I asked Fran to go over and see if this dog was thirsty, this other dog. She went over, and it got scared pretty quickly, and it ran off. So I slowly made my way over towards it, and I sat down, probably about 5 feet away from it. Now, we locked eyes again, and then within a couple of seconds, she came over towards me and just buried her head, as I came down to her level, just buried her head into my body. And yeah, it was a real intense moment where it was like I felt everything that the dog felt. It was so strange, and it was very bizarre. So Fran turned around to me and she said, "Look, the dogs pick the owners out around here. Let's just see what happens, and let's take these three for a walk and see if this one follows." And yeah, this is exactly what happened. This little dog followed us on the entire dog walk. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And so this one decided to follow without a lead, just by our side. You know, follow us all the way back to Fran's parents. Gave her some food, some water. We gave her a bath in the morning. We got hold of the vets the next day. This vet said that she'd been on the street for maybe like 3 or 4 months. They weren't exactly sure of her age, but judging by the look of the teeth and the condition that she was in. She was probably quite young, and even though we didn't know if she was ours yet because we've got to get her scanned, we decided to look after her. So we've taken her back to our apartment, and she was a little bit nervous at first, but within a few days, this incredible and really shy dog has just been reborn into something energetic, amazing, and beautiful. A few days had passed with having this dog, and now we had to give the dog a name, obviously, because although she wasn't ours, I said, what about Donnie? Named after my hometown in Doncaster. And Fran agreed straight away. Although Donnie does sound a little bit like a boy's name, and Donnie is a girl, it's just what stuck. Now the time came to take little Donnie to the vets to have her scanned. And that scan showed that she had a chip. Now that noise of the beep to showcase that she got a chip, it felt like a punch in the throat, and it got to me. It got to me a lot. Fran coped with it a little bit better than I did, but I knew she was feeling it, and she was feeling the same. We'd both fallen in love with this dog, and we both wanted to keep her. But as I've just mentioned before, the truth is that somebody could be looking for her, and that's why she is as kind as she is. But for 4 months, who knows? So the vets legally have to get in contact with the number and address that's registered to the chip, which they did, and they have 10 days to actually contact the vets to reclaim the dog. Now, selfishly, I didn't want either to happen. I wanted to keep the dog, and she felt like part of the family straight away. And we had 10 days to once that 10 days had passed, she was ours. So now, at the time of this vlog, there's 7 days that have passed. This would mean, for me, is that the previous address and owner just doesn't want anything to do with it, and more for them, because we've got an amazing animal here, and hopefully when I do the next vlog I can tell you that she's ours.